Hello everybody, welcome into this DMV Sports Media stream tonight. This is week 3 of the APL SSL merger. This will be Yins United playing Aegean Hawks. Aegean Hawks winning both of their first match week and match week 2. Sitting atop of this new founded APL SSL table. Yins just playing their second match of this new spring season here. And we will get that figured out as soon as we possibly can. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Just about 1 minute into this live stream here, we've lost our lights. But let me know who you're rooting for. Oh, and we're back. Let me know who you're rooting for. If you got any score predictions, where you're watching from, and really anything else to keep conversation going in the chat. And again, not ideal circumstances here. I know this viewing status will be missing about the far right hand corner flag, but that's about it. Get to see everything here from Quantum Field, just off of Route 7 and 495. Good ball in behind there, going into the corner flag. And seen out for a goal kick there for the Hawks. The Hawks and Yins being the big rivalry usually every year in the APL. Seems as though these sides would take turns winning it each and every fall and spring season. Yins most normally going out on top. Yins winning their most recent championship just in this last spring as they mount a counterattack here. Dispossessed just at the top of the 18. Kept in play on that far side. Good win in the midfield there for Yins. Played inside. This Yins team has made a fair full of additions in the last handful of years. Ball played into the back post, just cleared to the top of the 18. Still not fully cleared here for the Hawks. I'll have to fix that time. I did pause that when our lights went off. We're just about into the 4th minute. I will update that momentarily. Good switch of play for Yins in that corner flag area. Takes inside, has a strike, and not the contact or placement the Hawks attacker would be looking for there, or Yins attacker, my apologies. Good pressure there from Yins. They immediately get dispossessed right by the Hawks. Good idea, looking for the switch of play, just poked out. This should be an incredibly hard-fought match. Both these sides have quite the extensive history. Given how much these sides have changed, you'd think that would dwindle a bit, given a lot of these faces have changed, a lot of these names have changed. A lot of these guys might not have as much rivalry against each other, not knowing and playing each other across the years, but absolutely still the core and genesis of both these teams. Played out into the far side, 1v1. Austin Pelto plays it into the box. Noguera. Early ball just miscommunicated with the attacker there, and that will be a Hawks goal kick. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please drop a like. Just about 2 or 3 likes here on this live stream. Appreciate each and every like. Really, any interactions you can do with the video that helps the channel and the video as much as you can. Liking it, letting the algorithm know this is what you're looking for. Share it with a friend. Really, any comments, any predictions, where are you watching from, who are you watching for, who are you rooting for? If you have any early predictions for who's going to win this APL / VSSL season this year with the new merger. Los Toros Great Falls being the reigning champions from this most recent fall, having beat World Class Premier 5-3 in the championship final. The Hawks most notably winning the regular season championship just this recent fall. They do go through the regular season championship. They crown whomever is atop of that regular season championship, and they go into a last 4 for the actual playoff championships. And we'll go to a 1 versus 4 and a 2 versus 3 in terms of seeding. Hawks. It's a poor ball there from the Hawks. Again, we'll have to change that minute. We're a bit closer to just about the 9th minute. Early ball in over the top. Just going to fizzle out a play on that far side. I am absolutely in a Hawks eye view. Unfortunately, with this field here at Quantum, there's not much space on the end line, so unfortunately we'd be in the linesman's way going down those flanks, and just there at the bleachers they have about 4 feet in cement and another at least 5 to 6 feet of fence on top of that, so just about the best viewpoint we can get for this field here at Quantum is Yins mounting a counterattack, played into the center forward, give and go on that left-hand side, and just unable to squeak through those Hawks defenders. It looked like the Hawks had played that out on that far side, but the main official deems it to continue with the side in red. Lovely use of his body on the far side. Takes on another man. Yins will go back to their goalkeeper. And they'll coolly play this from the back as they look for a switch of play and just kept in. Time and space on that far side, looking to dink it in. Just looking for the switch of play to this near side. Just asking a bit too much and out of play for the Hawks here. Austin Pelto has been a mainstay in this Yin side. Hawks are able to deal with this pressure quite well through just about these first 10 minutes. Not having much of the ball themselves, but defending and managing the game quite well as they pick it off the Yins back line here, 2v2. So third Yins man makes it into the penalty area, give and go on the far side, and just seen out of play from the Yins defender. Yes, I am on the 4th floor of a parking garage. So practically Hawks eye view. Flicked on well from the Yins. Hawks goalkeeper put under pressure. Will stay with the Hawks in a dangerous area, or Yins, my apologies. Oh, I'll go back on that. Main official deeming the Hawks gone a bit too quick there, or probably taking a bit too many steps. Good idea. Just surrounded by red jerseys in that corner flag area. Good work to shield off the defenders there. Into that dreaded corner flag area we cannot see. Hawks working it from one side of the pitch to the other quite well here. To the danger man on the right side. Has an early strike and directly at the Yins keeper. Not dealt with in the Hawks back line. There will be no Yins chasing onto that. The Hawks seemingly in a back three. It's a good move on this near side, beats the slide challenge. He's got the switch on the far side. He opts to play him in. He's got a man in the penalty area. Goes to the top of the box, and 1-0 to the Hawks. Lovely bit of play. Right decision making, playing it to the top of the 18 there. Let's get that Did not have that replay. Have that set up for the next goal, unfortunately. My apologies, you guys. Just have to go back on your stream about 20 seconds or so. That is now on. My apologies, everyone. That will be 1-0 to the Hawks, having much less of the possession. They hung in the game. They defended quite well through just about 15 minutes. Again, I'll have to change that timer for you guys. We're just about 2 or 3 minutes off of that timer we've put up there. Foul on the Hawks. The Hawks only need at bare minimum a draw here to stay atop of the table. We'll have to wait till next week to see the Great Falls Los Toros score to see if they will stay atop with just a draw, if that's how this game would finish here tonight. But a win would absolutely keep the Hawks atop of the table with by far the best goal difference through 2 weeks. Hopeful ball into the back post, defended well from the Hawks, but they will give up the corner there, looking to just head that back to his goalkeeper. Good opportunity for Yins here. Equalize, having not even created this chance. Ball in into the back post. And easily dealt with in the Hawks net. Looking for a quick counterattack and push in the back, and that will be called. That is the assist man right there at the right fullback for the Hawks. This ball is dinked in over the top, 1v1, and cannot make his way to the ball there before the Yins keeper. Once again, lovely defending there from the Hawks. Dispossessed in the middle of the field. Austin Pelto with a good turn. Austin Pelto, quite physical player there on the pitch, uses his physicality incredibly well. Early ball into the penalty area, just deflected there. Hawks being ever so patient in their build-up, looking to go long. It's a lovely ball, drops to the Hawks man, and he just couldn't keep that under control nor get the contact he was looking for. Hawks' game plan seemingly be let the Yins have the ball, sit back and absorb as much pressure as you can, and look to win the ball back in their own half and break with pace as they did on that first goal. It's an early ball just nipped out there for Hawks. Good idea, played out to the far side, one-on-one. The second Yins man comes to help out. Go down the line and just gone out for a corner kick. This will be the first corner of the match here for the Hawks. Outswinger into the back post. Just unable to keep it in play on this near side. We will have the first substitute of the match here. The APL and VSSL having the no cap on substitutes here, so we will be able to see reintroductions of players being substituted, as well as, like I said, no cap on these substitutes, and that will be Mr. John Okafor making his way onto the pitch, one of the many long-serving members of this Yins side. Yins, I'd like a slice of Tony's Pizza. Do a nice little advertisement for you guys here on the stream. But you guys have to win first, so. Hawks just on top of the 18. Dispossessed, but it will stay with the side in red on the far side. Foul called back there. Michael Cherry out of the back line. Once again with Cherry. McMillan. With a hopeful ball out to the far side. It's Malik Tom looking to keep that in. Not exactly sure if that is Malik Tom of Arlington Soccer Association fame. We'll see two more substitutes introduced here for the Yins. Kevin Kaneshiro making his way onto the pitch, number 5. Look to get that second substitute for you guys as soon as possible. Seems as those apologies, just behind play there, gone out of play on this near side. Will stay with the Yins. It's Langston with the throw. Into Faristello. Hawks here pick it up in the middle of the pitch. Not going to force things, Hawks. Seemingly taking whatever the Yins will give them. Cherry. Noguera. Poor ball there from Pelto. Not going to be saying that many times tonight. Daniel Schwer. Looks like Langston's been shifted out to right back now, with Daniel Schwer making his way into that left center back position. So looks to play the ball in over the top. And John Okafor on the near side. Okafor dispossessed. Hawks just clearing their lines. But it will go Yin's directions. Again, to our dreaded corner flag area. We cannot see due to this office building to my right-hand side, but it looks like it is a corner here for the Hawks. We'll be playing it short. Dispossessed for a moment, but here's Langston. Langston, ball into the box, cleared for the time being. Ball staying with the Yins. Daniel Schwer. I have to say, it feels like the ball's been majority with these Yins center backs. They're able to start the play, just unable to break through this Hawk side. So Malik Tom chases that down on the far side. And that would be an absolutely huge addition to this Yin side if that is Malik Tom of Arlington Soccer Association fame, as it's played out to the far side, dispossessed for the Hawks. So they look to clear their lines. Popped up into the middle of the pitch. An amount of counterattack off of that. Cherry able to defend it. Langston, who's been much more involved in play, being shifted over to this right back position. Malik Tom wins out on the far side. Early ball into Faristello. Faristello looking for the foul call. There will be none. Stays with the Hawks. Played into Pelto. Pelto, time and space, strikes! And just directly at the Hawks keeper. Got me for a moment. I forgot I was in a parking garage. Didn't know why I heard about 10,000 echoes of Austin Pelto when I screamed it. Hawks taking their time. Played into the midfield. Noguera dispossesses. It's a substitute, Daniel Schwer. Lovely ball on his left foot. Malik Tom plays it inside. The Hawks able to stifle things momentarily, but it'll stay with Yins. Noguera. Noguera again, one of the regular mainstays in this Yin side. Have to say Kareem Garby, Noguera, John Okafor, Austin Pelto. I believe either the center back or the goalkeeper, but a main core of 4 or 5 of these guys that have kept this team together, and added the likes of Malik Tom and Cherry, among others, to really round this side out. So that will be 2 more substitutes making their way back onto the pitch. That will be Malik Tom taken off for the time being. Again, no rules on substitutes, as many substitutes as you'd like, as well as reintroductions of players who have been subbed are all right. As John Okafor with a lovely turn and strike, my word. We'll get that replay for you guys. Great center forward play, holds his man off, turn, volley into the bottom corner. And that is the reason you have experienced veterans like John Okafor in your side. You know, to use their body and their physicality to their best ability, and just creating about a foot of space there and striking it into the Hawks' bottom corner, and that will be 1-1. Let's fix that timer while we have a moment here. John Okafor. Called back for the free kick. Pelto, unable to ride those Hawks challenges. He's dispossessed in the middle of the field. Fighting through a couple of challenges. They will go all the way back into the Yins keeper. McMillan. Lovely first touch. Able to keep it with him. Pelto. Okafor checks in. Feels that this Yinz side has only gotten better as this first half has progressed. Good save in the Hawks net. Played out into the far side, 1v1. Early ball into the top of the 18, looking to link up with his center forward, turn and strike. We'll stay with the Hawks here. Lovely little feint to beat the Yins man. They can't wrestle through those second challenges. It will be a Hawks free kick here. Referee just playing the advantage there on that initial challenge. Hawksman steps up for the free kick, just straight into the Yins wall. Stays with the Hawks. Far side, good dribble into the midfield, plays it to the top of the 18. Switch it to this near side, early ball into the back post, and a bit too much on that original ball. Come to a close in this first half, 1-1 for this heated rivalry between two APL rivals. APL teams seem to manage quite well with the new merger. Hawks going undefeated through their first two match weeks, beating both the North Stars as well as the Spirion. So the Hawks win the ball in the Yins final third here, cuts inside. Looks as though it's Peter, the mainstay at center forward for this Hawk side, just being introduced here. Lovely dribbling and almost snuck into that far post. The main official saying it got a deflection on the way out there. And swinging ball. Played back in. To the top of the 18, it's a big touch, but it stays with the Hawks. It's defended incredibly well there from the Yins. They cannot counterattack. Faristello. Okafor. Pelto. Nogueira. Peter. Lovely move, taking it on the outside, played into the penalty area, oncoming runner, and just cleared the time's sake for this Yins back line. Pelto fouling the Hawks man. Apologies, I have been misnaming Faristello with Hamza Mousvi. My apologies, Mr. Mousvi, as well as Faristello. That is John Okafor at the top of your pitch for the Yins. John Okafor, if you didn't see, go back to just about the 30th minute for his equalizer. Lovely ball played into just about the right-hand side of the 18. Okafor able to shield off the defender very well, use his physicality, create just about a foot and a half of space, and able to turn and strike into the Hawks' bottom corner. Defended well on this near side from Cherry. Noguera. Schwer. That will be a call to this first period. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please drop a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you think anyone would be interested in amateur semi-pro footy in this area, please send and share it with them. But we will be headed to a short halftime break here, just about 5-10 minutes. Oh, my apologies, I misspoke. That is offsides. Gave my whole halftime spiel. Free kick on the far side. My apologies. It was the offsides and saw everybody walking in one direction, and just on the 45th minute. Just a few more minutes here. Hawks on the far side, just about 20 or so yards out. It's a free kick. Several bodies in the penalty area. Ball played in. It's cleared as far as Kareem Garby. Garby, ball played back into the box and easily dealt with in the Hawks net. There's communication there at the back, but Kareem Garby there to sweep things up in the back line. Cherry just hoofing it up the pitch as far as he possibly can. Battled through a couple hard challenges there. The Hawks defender is asking for the free kick. Did not get the call he was looking for, but the Hawks win out on that second time asking. So it's an early switch into Peter. Peter able to knock it down and just cleared before the second oncoming runner for the Hawks. It'll stay with the Hawks here. Just about 47 minutes gone. Good idea to that far side and just unable to keep in play. Not yet here at the halftime. I know I did trick you guys, as well as I believe I read the name Carly in the chat. May have read that incorrectly. And that will now be our first half whistle again. Read that spiel out to you guys one more time. Once again, thank everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like, please subscribe, please share it with anybody who would be possibly interested in these kind of live streams. We have another match going on at the same time slot, but just about a 5-10 minute break here, and we will be back for this second period. 1 for the Yins United, 1 for the Aegean Hawks, tied going into the break. Tune in for the second half. Thank you very much. Hello everybody, welcome to this APL VSSL Week 3 matchup. This is Yins United taking on the Aegean Hawks. We're breaking into this second half at a deadlock 1-1 here for these APL sides, formerly APL sides, now APL Virginia Super Soccer League sides. The Hawks having much less of the ball in that first half, but able to break away on the counterattack and play it into the top of the penalty area where number 6 there just flicked it on into the far side of the pitch, slotted it in for 1-0. So the ball must have gone out of play on that far side that we cannot see due to this large office building. Hawks having just held on to that 1-0 lead about 15-20 minutes through that first half. But experienced leadership figure John Okafor being substituted. And just a handful of minutes after being introduced into this match, a ball was played to him into the right-hand side of the 18. He shielded off the defenders quite well and got himself about a foot and a half of space, and he was able to turn and strike into the bottom right-hand corner of the Hawks keeper's net. And that is how we got to 1-1 here. Is just over a minute into the second half. There's Noguera going all the way back into his goalkeeper, McMillan. Dispossessed in the middle of the pitch here for the Hawks. The goal scorer plays it on. If the Yins were able to squeak out a victory here, I believe they'd be tied at the top of the table alongside the Hawks here, as well as Los Toros. It's foul called there. Good position here for the Yins, just on the outside of this near side of the 18. Once again, Malik Tom there having, if that is the Malik Tom I know from Arlington Soccer, having played for his national side. Can't remember exactly off the top of my head which national side. I believe it was either a Central American and or African national side Malik Tom was able to make the national team for. But Kareem Garby with the ball played in and just beyond the far post. Get that replay for you guys. Garby steps up, just fizzes it past that far post. The Hawks keeper had no distance to reach that. Hoofed all the way back into their goalkeeper, McMillan. Not going to be put under much pressure. Does play it first time. The Hawks pick it up. Kareem Garby fighting through a couple of challenges, and that will be called back for a free kick for the Hawks. I believe that was a high boot there for Kareem Garby. Once again, if any of you Yins guys are listening, either to this live or after the fact, I don't know where Tony's Pizza, I think Falls Church, Fairfax, but Malik Tom here on the counterattack looking to play it inside. Got an incoming runner on the far side, Langston. Defended well here from the Hawks. Still not out of their own penalty area. There's plenty of Yins jerseys looking to keep them here in this final third as they switch play. Just kept in on this near side. Malik Tom. with the different leagues, with the APL, the SSL, the UPSL, the NPSL, whatever these various teams would be competing in. You are allowed to be in the UPSL and NPSL as well as the APL and SSL, so it would make sense if that is the Arlington Malik Tom. I do know Mr. Chris Barnard did debut and play a handful of games for the North Stars last year in the VSSL, as well as playing for Arlington Soccer Association in the UPSL. Play will restart here in the Hawks net. Just over 5 minutes gone in this second half. Not much to split between these two sides. Hawks having much less of the ball, but just like that in the first half, and that early ball is just beyond the oncoming runner, and McMillan able to dart out from his penalty area. Cream Garby dispossessed on this near side. It will stay with the Hawks. Hamza Mousvi just being called back for a bit of contact off of the ball there. Played into the back post. Almost a risky own goal opportunity there for the Yins. Look to play here out of the back line. It's picked up from the Hawks. It was a good idea for that strike, just about 25, 30 yards out. Just gonna need an absolute wonder hit from that kind of distance. Defended well into the Hawks keeper there. Langston. Just out of play on this near side. Mike Tom wins it on the near side. Foul there. Going against the Hawks at just about the halfway line. If this result is to hold, it would see that the Hawks would stay at the top of this new founded APL VSSL table. 2 wins through their first 2 weeks and then a draw here. It's a good ball played in. Hamza Mousvi just unable to get a touch there before the Hawks goalkeeper. We'd have to wait to see exactly what the Great Falls Los Toros results would be. Because I believe they were also two for 2 in the wins column through 2 weeks. Just less goal difference than the side in red here, the Hawks. If Los Toros manage to win their week 3 matchup and the Hawks stay with a draw here, the Los Toros Great Falls will jump up into the number 1 position, the reigning playoff champions for the APL, as well as VSSL. It's a good run on that far side. Ball played into the top of the box, just cleared. She'll stay with the Hawks on that far side. Different teams, but same organization. We have the Great Falls Los Toros in this APL VSSL season. And we have the main A-team Los Toros side competing in the UPSL, as well as winning the MDV Cup just earlier this evening. filmed and commentated by myself as well as your owner of this corporation, Mr. Noah Walker, is Hamza Moosby fighting in the corner flag area, and that will go against the Hawks. A bit unhappy with that decision there. It's a good position here for the side in yellow. Apologies, it's a bit dark in that corner flag area. But once again, the Los Toros organization, having won the APL, won the VSSL, and now won the MDV Cup, will be a great rival in this APL VSSL season. If either of these sides were to knock them off, is Kareem Garby looking to step up for this set piece here for the Yins. Garby steps up, dinked into the penalty area, just flapped at from the Hawks keeper. Not fully cleared here. The top of the box. Just deflected out to Malik Tom. Malik Tom, lovely turn. He's able to play it into space, and just no oncoming yellow jerseys chasing on to that. Just over 10 minutes gone in this second period. Noguera. The goal scorer. Hawks man slips in the midfield, continues with possession. Hawks patient build up on the near side, ball played into the back post. Just unable to clear his feet before the goalkeeper is able to clear his lines there. Malik Tom fighting on this near side, able to win the free kick. As much as this match isn't going to decide this VSSL APL regular season, nor is it going to decide who will come out on top between these two teams, but it will give you bragging rights as this season goes on. If these two teams are atop this VSSL APL table, this would be a head-to-head difference for either of these sides if they're able to get the difference-making goal here. As the ball's clipped into the back post, just dealt with for the Yins. Malik Tom there to dispossess the side in red. Hawks pick it back up. In the central midfield, shift play from one side to the other. Ball played into the penalty area, back post, and just flicked on from the Yins keeper. It stays with the Hawks here. Malik Tom able to dispossess the Hawks. Hamza Moosby, poor ball there, chasing out into the corner flag area, and he does win the ball back. Late challenge from Moosby. It stays with the Hawks. Main official is playing the advantage there. Good turn. Takes his man on the outside, one-on-one. Huge save in the Yins net. Get that replay for you guys. Play that momentarily, but we have a Malik Tom counterattack on this near side. Cuts inside, and he does win the free kick. Get that replay for you guys. It's a lovely take out onto the outside, and the Yins keeper able to make himself big and extend that left that left leg. From one end to the pitch to the other. Good opportunity here for the Yins. It's about 25 yards out, clipped into the back post. Cleared from the Hawks. It'll stay with Yins. Just over 60 minutes gone. Just half an hour left for these two APL sides. Ryan Hall being shouted out in the chat, one of the many experienced APL players who have been in this league through a handful of years. Flicked on and just beyond the far post there for the Yins. Created from almost nothing there. The long throw. I'd have to think the Hawks would be kicking themselves, conceded that. But we stay here at the deadlock. 1-1, both goals scored in the first period. It's been roughly over 30 minutes since we've seen a goal. That John Okafor equalizer. Turn and strike into the bottom right-hand corner. The Hawks restart play here with their goalkeeper. Langston. Garby. McMillan. McMillan just asking a bit too much of his fullback there. Oosby fighting out in the midfield, loses out to the Hawks man. Cute little turn there, dispossessed. While doing it, Malik Tom there just fouled. Hamza Moosby, my apologies. Langston opting to leave it for his center back compatriot Cherry. Cherry first time ball in and straight to the Hawks keeper. Once again, the Yins need this result. They need a win. They need to get a second goal here to take the lead, if not third. It's the Hawks looking to mount a counterattack and just unable to get the contact they were looking for on McMillan's net. But Yins, having only played one match week, having a bye in their second match week. It'll be a tough second game here. And given both their rivals for this championship, for this regular season championship, both Los Toros and the Hawks having gone 2 from 2 from their first 2 games. Apologies, it is a bit dark down there, but stay with me as Moosby called back there. It'll go the Hawks' direction. There'll be a few more reintroductions, my apologies, for a few guys. That'll be the goal scorer, number 12, John Okafor, making his way back onto the pitch here for the Yins. Malik Tom chases that down. He's able to win out. looking up for options, has a strike, and just straight at the Hawks keeper there. You'd have to think one of these chances are finally going to make its way into the back of the net for the Yins. But once again, as that first half went, it was Yins with the majority of chances as well as possession, and the Hawks managed to stay in the game and defend incredibly well and open the scoring on a counterattack and held that 1-0 lead for just about 15-20 minutes. It feels like they've been much less in this match in this second period. These second half introductions for this Yin side have helped this front line. The speed of Malik Tom and Moosvi. Moosvi's dispossessed there in the middle of the pitch. Hawks are also immediately dispossessed. Hamza Moosvi looking to get between a couple players here. Ferris Tello, another attacking winger for this Yin side. It's a good step from the back line. Played an early ball to this near side. McMillan able to deal with the pressure quite well. Malik Tom just unable to keep it in play on that far side. Tom having switched from the left wing to the right wing with number 11 Ferris Tello making his way to that left wing position. It's quite attacking quadrant there in the front of the pitch for Yins. Seems as though Moosvi, who's been playing up front, dropped a bit deeper into the midfield to implicate Mr. John Okafor into that front line. Ryan Hall clears it for this Aegean Hawks back line. Pelto fighting in the midfield. Peter able to poke it. Just looking to get that give and go with Peter. Once again a foul there for the Hawks. Just over 22 minutes. Any added time left in this Week 3 matchup between Yins United and the Aegean Hawks. Aegean Hawks having won the regular season just this past fall, losing out in the playoffs. So only coming away with the regular season trophy. Yins as well losing out in the playoffs and having most recently won the spring playoff championship as the Hawks counterattacking, looking to play that ball into the penalty area and just quite over the crossbar there, and we will restart in McMillan's net. Austin Pelto. Cherry. Mosby coming quite deep to check in for his center backs. Ferristella just unable to chase that down on this near side. Again, apologies. The angle isn't exactly perfect on this near side. Peter dispossessed. Mosby looking to play the ball in behind. Tello just unable to receive that. And Yins have continued to have good chances and good opportunities in this Hawks final third. But just unable to get that second goal in the net. We will have a brief stoppage here. Not exactly sure why. The main official is checking with his linesman here. Maybe it was something said off of ball the main official is not happy with. Referee just wanting to talk it out, make sure tensions don't build up as this match goes on. Just under 19 minutes left. Mosby. Nogueira. Pelto on the turn. Pelto fighting through a couple challenges. Pelto looking to play it into Malik Tom. Peter receives here for the Hawks, and just a ball behind play there, and that will be a free kick going against Yins here. Surprised that is no yellow card given the counter-attack position there. Early ball played into Peter. Defended well, just seen out for a Yins goal kick. Yins will make 3 more substitutions here. It'll be Malik Tom, Nogueira, as well as Hamza Mosby being replaced here. And as this time clicks down, just under 18 minutes left in this Week 3 APL VSSL matchup. This would see the Hawks continuing to stay at the top of the table. We'd have to wait on the result from Great Falls Los Toros next week to see if they continue their good start to this season. 2 wins from 2 for the side from Great Falls. Good build up here for Yins United. They played into the base of midfield. Pelto. Good switch of play, kept in. Ferristella looking to play it on and just miscommunicated there with his teammate. Peter. John Okafor, don't see an offsides flag yet. Just stifled there from this Hawks back line. Able to keep up with the Yins attacker. John Okafor on a brace. Ball pinballed around this back line for the Hawks. It'll be a Yins throw on this near side. It'll be Ferris-Tello. Ferris-Tello again amongst several of these more experienced Yins players who've been on this side for a handful of years. It's a poor ball into the back line, dispossessed and just bailed out, but can't make any definitive statements because sides continue to give it back to one another. Foul on the far side. It will be Kareem Garby standing over the set piece. Plenty of jostling in the penalty area. Ball played in. Not dealt with. It will be a Yins corner kick here. And once again, apologies. It's a bit dark there in that corner flag area. Ball in here for the Yins. Defended well. Hawks looking to counterattack. Just over 12 minutes left in this one. Played in at Okafor. Okafor cannot keep it in play. I see just about 9 of you in this live stream. If you do have access to a keyboard, please let me know if you've got any predictions. If you think this is going to end up a draw, if you think the Hawks might sneak one given the lack of possession they've had, or do you think Yins are finally going to take one of these many chances they've had in this second half as Hawks played out to the far side, 1v1, played into the penalty area and just cleared at the near post. For the Yins, it'll be a throw on that far side, or apologies, near side for the Yins. Just to be in that corner flag area. Right hand side we cannot see due to this large office building. Does look like a corner from the positioning of these Yins defenders, just having a man on that front post there. As this ball played in, cleared from the front post. Back in from the Hawks. So challenge there in the midfield, nothing called from the referee. Yins have a numerical advantage. John Okafor cuts inside, plays it out wide. It's a strike, and I feel like all the speed and momentum had been taken out of that counterattack. Ball played back in here. Peter able to do some defensive work for the side in red. Number 19 fights through several challenges. receives the give and go, plays it out wide. Hawksman takes on a couple Yins defenders, goes inside, plays it out wide. Played back into the penalty area. Just clear as far as Faristello. Faristello is a touch too big on that dribble inside, dispossessed here. Just over 10 minutes. Very well be either of these sides taking the win here. This result holds, it will stay as the Aegean Hawks as number one in this newly founded APL VSSL spring season. Defended well. It'll stay with the Hawks on the far side. It's okay. Nobody wants to give me any predictions. It's all right, you guys. I appreciate just you being here. Peter with a good turn. Hawks just having a hard time getting any space and any creation in and around the Yins penalty area. I'd have to say it feels like, given the amount of chances and how close the side in yellow has gotten, if I was a betting man, I'd put a few dollars on Yins. But that's if I'd have to pick a winner. I'd say this will end in a draw, and the Aegean Hawks will continue as the number one seed. It'll be an even more hotly contested affair when these two sides meet up for their second matchup as this spring season continues. Have to think that'll be in at least 3 to 4 match weeks. Just restarting play at about the halfway line. Free kick here for the Hawks. It's a poor ball in the end, cleared by the first man for Yins. It stays with the Hawks here. It's Ryan Hall going into this center back compatriot. Peter looking to do some center forward play for his team. Just dispossessed there. Just under 7 minutes left in this match. Have to think there's not going to be much added time. Hasn't been that many stoppages. Plenty of space and time in the midfield. Plays the early ball into Faristello. Is he onside? And it's called back for the offsides there. Good step to the ball from Pelto. Faristello. Played into the midfield. Looking to switch the direction of play here, the Yins. Kareem Garby back to his preferred right fullback position. Early ball played in. Tello chasing it down and just unable to get a touch there. As time ticks down, I feel as though Yins are going to be a bit disappointed given the amount of chances and Good opportunities they've had in the Hawks' final third, but nonetheless, good point here. Faristello in behind and smashed off the inside post. That was just about a commentator curse, if I could say that. And just inches away from being the all-deciding 2-1 goal here for the Yins, but we've got more than enough time here to get that second goal. Hawks not clearing their lines, back into Tello. Tello just unable to clear his feet there, Tello. The chances are continuing to mount here for the side in yellow. Once again, just unable to take any of these chances and make it the vital second goal. Peter Omignotti. It's going to go all the way back into McMillan. I have to think the Hawks be happy with the draw here. But Yins, they're going to continue pushing until the very final whistle in these last few minutes. Just a bit too much physicality there. Oak 4, out to Tello. Tello able to get it out of his feet, just dispossessed. Hawks looking for a counterattack here. They don't have the numbers advantage, but going on the outside. Defended incredibly well there from, I believe, Cherry in this Yins back line. Peter dispossesses this Yins back line. Just intercepted there for the Yins. Faristello on this near side. Into Okafor. Just off sides. I think they were trying to communicate that and get it into number 15 there. Still plenty of time here for either side to win it. Decisive there from the keeper in the Hawks net, having to come out of his entire 18-yard box to clear it, but main official deeming there was a deflection there and it will go Hawks' direction. Once again, that will stay with the Hawks. Good header, one in the back line from Garby. And that will be a handful of substitutes reintroduced for just about this last 2 to 3 minutes here for the Yins. Brilliant defending there, not falling for the body feint. Lovely move and ball to the far side of the pitch. Another switch of play here for the Hawks. Need to play it into the back post. Cleared as far as a Hawks man. Dinked into space, played into Peter. Peter just lets it run beyond him. That might be the last opportunity of this match for the Hawks. Kareem Garvey opts to go long. Yins looking to press, win it in this final third. Hawks just able to keep it in play. Another last-ditch tackle from this Yins back line. There's been several of those as this match has gone on. Ferrastella with a good touch inside into John Okafor. Okafor into Moosby. Moosby out wide to Tom. Tom dispossessed. And foul call. And followed by the final whistle. It's match week 3 for this VSSL APL season between Yins United and the Aegean Hawks will finish 1-1, and it'll see the Hawks continue at the top of this APL VSSL season through 3 weeks. A heated rivalry throughout the years in the APL is now transferred to this merger with the APL VSSL, and among several other good teams now in this league, among North Stars and the Blazers and Great Falls, Los Toros. It'll be a great competition, and just have to say thank you again to everybody tuning in. We'll call a close to this live stream.